Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Big Cat 188, and I'm so happy to be back, y'all. You have no idea, bro. Last week Tuesday, I just got the worst sickness out of nowhere, and it's crazy because I have not been sick in literally years. Like, the last time I was majorly sick had to be like 2016, and I'm just like, what the heck is this? So yeah, I was literally like dead for like a whole week. Like, I was just sleeping, just trying to sleep. And that's pretty much what I was doing for the most part. I hopped on the game. I couldn't really make any videos because my voice was sounding hella nasty, and like nobody wants to hear that stuffy ass nose. Like, my nose is a little bit stuffy now, but it's not as bad as what it was. So yeah, with that out of the way, yo, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like this video if you do enjoy it. And I do want to say that this is going to be part 2 of my mods in Sake. If you want to see part 1, I'll post in the top right corner in the card, and I'll put it down in the description below. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the different types of R&D, like pretty much the mods inside the R&D station. We're gonna be talking about that, and we're gonna be talking about the affinity mods, which are the mods that are very specific for elite gear. Alright guys, so we're gonna start with the affinity mods, and just to show you guys where it is in your inventory, you guys can see the bonuses right up here, right above your face piece in your inventory. And where the affinity mod vendor is it's in the tech wing inside of the watchtower. I'm not sure about villains, but if you actually come like right through the tech wing, like to the left of the brokers, it is on this side, like opposite end of the R&D station, and just come to this vendor right here and you can see all of the affinity mods. So just make sure you get the correct one for your role, and as you go down, as you get more and more elite pieces of gear, because they go up based off of every 2, like this one is while wearing 6, this is while wearing 8. Just make sure you get the correct one, and make sure yeah, pretty much just make sure you get the correct one for your role. And you just have to have elite gear to equip these to actually get the bonuses for them. So that's pretty much it with the affinity mods. Just make sure when you actually obtain it, you have to put this in your generator at your base. So make sure you go back to your base and you put it inside of your generator to get the bonuses for when you're wearing your elite set. Alright guys, so now I want to get into the R&D station. It's not really mod related. It is kind of mod related, just to the simple fact that some people really just don't understand how the R&D station really works. So first off, before we even get into that, if you walk around Gotham Metropolis and all that, there are specific farming routes that are online. Like, you can literally look up DCUO farming routes, and you can find very specific farming routes to get these exobytes or exo material, what they are now. And the exo material will allow you to craft all the things you need to level up your augments, your adaptive augments and your origin augments. If you farm Gotham Metropolis, pop a R&D scanner, or do what you got to do, just make sure you save those up. You can even buy them from the broker, the extra material, and then come to the R&D station. And what you actually can see is that you have all these exobytes, the solid MK14 exobyte, the pristine, and they all give you a certain amount of XP. I'll circle it on screen where it says how much XP you earn. Obviously, the higher the level, the more XP you earn, and you can put that directly into your augment. So what I like to do is, all that extra gear that I get, if I already have my second role, like my tank role is my second role because I'm fire DPS, if I already have all the gear I need for my second role, what I'll do is I'll salvage gear. So once you salvage all your gear, you're gonna get the catalyst pretty much to fulfill what you have to make. So let me explain myself. So if I scroll down here, you see how now the solid MK13 is white. All these other ones are still blacked out because I didn't get anything for them. So if I click on it, when I salvaged my gear, I had got flawed MK13 exobytes. They don't always give you exobytes like the flawed MK or like the solids or any of that. They don't always give it to you, but when they do, make sure you always come to the assembly tab and you scroll down and look what you have. For the most part, you're gonna get between 11 to like 14, just because it really depends on what content you're playing. The higher level content, you're gonna get 13 and 14, and also the type of gear that you did salvage, like was it purple, green, whatever. So what you want to do is you want to create. Then I'm gonna have to scroll back down just to look at it real fast. And that actually, so it was a solid MK13 and it turned into, I can now make the pristine, because the pristine now takes extra material, and I had made a solid MK13. The pristine MK13 requires solid MK13, and that's exactly what I just made with this, with the extra material and the flawed. I created the solid, which I can now make the pristine, and I can get even more XP. Now that is why it costs so many extra material. So now if I go and create these three again, boom, now I have the pristine version, and I can't create anymore because that is the highest level that you can have for exabyte 13s, for MK13s. So that's pretty much how you do it with these. So like, if you were to get a flawed MK12 when you salvage your gear, you come here and you pretty much just keep creating, then you scroll down, create until you get the highest version, which is always the pristine, which gives you the most XP. And that is what you do. So then after you do that, all you do is come to your inventory, go to your artifacts tab, you know, just level up your origin augments, your adaptive augments, and just, that's what you do with that. So the other thing I do want to touch on with the R&D station, you have all of these karmic hexes and all of these pretty much supplies that you get. There used to be a whole bunch of different mods that you could craft, like precision and power back in the old day, how mods were. But you can no longer craft those anymore. They're just irrelevant now. When you want to create something like Ampoule of Terror, say you are a mental DPS, and this helps you because obviously if you look at the power interaction, it terrifies enemies, makes them vulnerable to terror effects. You just need to make sure you have all of this, and all of these items that you can get, like the catalyst and the enchanted beast horn, for the most part, they're at the vendor next to the R&D station. I'm inside my base. I have the vendor that the exo at that watchtower has. So what you would do is you just scroll down here, you have the enchanted beast horn, and then you have the catalyst down here, and boom, all you would do is you would come back here and you would craft your Ampoule of Terror, because that's what it required, was those two items. And then you would craft it. I obviously didn't buy it, but boom, that's what you do. You would craft it and it would go to your inventory. Also, I want to say that this really wraps up all the things I wanted to cover with how to pretty much be stronger in DC Universe. Because if you guys check out my DCUO Basics playlist, I cover everything from like the augments, the artifacts, how to mod your gear. I talk about the white mods that people don't understand, like the tactical mods, the orbital strike. I talk about all that, where to get it, how to require it, and all those will be inside of that playlist if you guys are missing it. This pretty much gives you the basics. That's why I call it DCUO Basics. It gives you the basis of DC Universe Online that you need to understand, that you need to know. I told you guys how to properly spec your skill points. Now, I will update things as I see fit, but that is pretty much it, guys. Like, you want to use the foundation that I gave you guys, and you want to like tailor it to your build, your powers, you know? And that's what you guys want to do. So if you guys did enjoy this video, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm Big Cat 188, and I'm out. Peace.